All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And today we are playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It's a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord, where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes as they've just made their way into the Scriptorium Umbranari. We do have a few players that are absent from our introductions, but we will dive with who we've got. So let's get an introduction for Tala.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Ridian, and I play Tala, the Total Cleric. She grew up as a hermit, so her social skills are pretty lacking. But with help of her friends, she's learning to be better, which is good. And Andy is one of her best friends, and she helps her out a lot.
Heck yeah. Speaking of Andy, why don't we go ahead and get an introduction for Andy?
Yes. Hello, I'm Lexi and I play Andy Quickfoot. Andy Quickfoot is a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food, but she can't cook, which is sad. But she has a familiar whose name is Perry, and he's currently an elf owl. And it still amuses me that they don't have a halfling-sized owl, but here we are. And she loves to play her family drum and flute, especially when she can get others to play along with her, even if they're unwilling. And she used to be terrified of trees with demons in them, but she's kind of gotten over that. Now she has a healthy dislike. And yeah.
All right. Well then, we can, from that, dive into our session. And as I said, we are picking up here as you have entered in to the Scriptorium Umbranaria by way of filling Benet's pockets with a bit of coin. And as he is leading you all in, where is wrong note page? There's the right note page. As you are led inside, with Benet at the front and Emmerly incensed, sort of following behind with a pinched face. I do understand that you may be a bit malcontent with how strict we must be for allowing visitors entry here. Terribly sorry about such a mess, but we've had a situation with a break-in recently.
Oh, that's horrible. Did anything get stolen?
It was not so much the fact that anything was stolen, but this was some sort of divine entity. Shattered all of our wards, which is tedious for those who have to reset them.
Oh, that's... Oh, okay. Sounds so bad.
Why would a divine creature want to come here?
Well, the Scriptorium Umbranari has lots of information, but there's not much known behind any sort of motivations, just what happened. Some angelic figure, feminine, with dark, faded black hair, umbral, tarnished armor, and a masked face, one hiding her eyes. Came in, shattered the wards.
Does that sound like anybody we know?
Can we roll like a
Kari-
religion or a history check?
Yeah, isn't Kari's blonde, right?
Kari is blonde.
Yeah.
An angelic figure with eyes covered.
Roll a religion or a history check, please.
Yeah, I'd say history or religion could work here.
Awesome. I feel so honored being with you. Okay.
It's got to be Kari.
Yeah, Andy, you know that Kari does not match this at all. Her armor is a touched with gold, her hair golden, her eyes brightly displayed. But it's got to be Kari. You don't know any other angelic
Yeah.
women.
Right, exactly. And we got to know all of them.
Right, you got
Like a lot of them.
you know you've seen others before, but you don't know them, so they can't be involved here.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. For Tala and Frista, this isn't anything that you know for certain, but it is a very strong leaning because what you're hearing matches sort of the descriptions that Karyanthi gave of Desivara, the Oracle of Silence, the patron of the Order of Fate's design.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like her, especially with the eyes covered, right?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the thing that has you leaning the most towards that.
If I whisper, is the person we're talking to close enough to hear me?
The attendants are leading you because you're this isn't unrestricted access. You have been given a sort of
Oh, right, like
allowance.
escort. Okay.
Right.
I kind of lean over to Fista and goes, "Hey, do you think that's the? Oh, it sounds like the Oracle, right?"
It does sound like it.
And then I lean.
Kari.
Yeah, I lean down, and then I lean down further, and whisper to Andy, "That sounds like the Oracle, right?"
Nah, it's got to be Kari.
No, but that's not Kari.
I don't think so, but
Andy.
just because I still have beef with Kari, I absolutely agree.
See? Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
Kari. She probably just dyed her hair in her
I
emo
give-
phase.
It's so easy to disguise oneself nowadays.
Not looking at
Why
me.
would you
Nope.
disguise yourself as another angelic figure?
To throw
You
people
have no
off.
creativity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway.
Hey, I trust Frista. If she says it is, then it is.
I said I don't think it is, but because I still have beef with Kari, I'm going to agree. Tala can take that as she will.
I mean, I'll say that with a 25 Tala, you are almost certain this is the Oracle of Silence. In a percentage, you are 98% sure. There's still some, doubt just because you've not interacted with this figure. But who knows?
Okay.
But, as Bennett says this, they're not here for a tour Benet, Emily says,
Actually, if we could,
what business were you brought to the scriptorium for?
oh shit, to
For
talk.
funsies.
No, 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 to talk to what's his face. Uh, notes.
Fontana?
Okay,
That's
yeah,
the
above
name.
table. He thought Von Tanner could help us,
Right.
so I'm gonna say that name. To talk to Von Tanner.
Then follow me. And Emily doesn't waste any time, and she kind of has always been like that very strict, no funny business kind of personality. Benet at her side seems much more relaxed, but she does lead you through the corridors here, and you can see a bit of the mess that they're still working to break or to fix from the break-in. And you are brought into a smaller sort of research chamber, and there is a figure seated at a sort of it's not quite a throne, but it is a chair next to a pedestal. You can see the undead elf here. Her silver hair, long, cascading far down her back, and probably reaches almost to the back of her knees if she stands. But here, as she sits, trails down, hanging past the high chair that she sits in. As you enter in, her eyes, a deep violet, move to you all, and the attendants at your side sort of step away, allowing you to step forward. And this figure beckons you forward, and I am Archmage Elkrana von Tanner. What brings you here?
Do we get the sense that we're supposed to bow?
Roll an insight check.
I feel like is everyone else bowing?
I'm going to roll an insight check as well, just so I can go against it. Great.
It's a 20 for me.
All right.
It's a 7 for me.
It's a natural 1 for me.
Nice. You still
No
have your
modifiers.
body.
I'm
You
not
have a
wasting it on this. What, to
Alright,
get a
it's
10?
last- Yes,
So
a 9. You could get a 9.
Hell yeah.
Andy, with a 20, Eilkraner appears old for an elf. Like, there are wrinkles on her face, and that's just her physical form. Not given the fact that she is undead and has been for who knows how long. The sensation you get is that this figure is ancient and powerful based on the way that she presents herself and the title of Archmage. While there's no standard custom that comes to your mind, if you wish to pay respects, probably erring on the side of, be more respectful than less.
Yeah, I'll kind of like, the like wave the hand at people to try and get them to like sit or bow. I'm gonna try and do that, and then I'll bow myself and kind of like try and get everyone to do that, and kind of grandly bow and greetings, Archmage Von Tanner. Thank you so much for having us. We are humble adventurers who wish to seek counsel to ask about a certain place and figure that we have been pursuing in your realm, or this realm.
I try to imitate the bow that Andy did. I don't think it's quite as well as it should have been.
Definitely not quite as grand, but slightly above average, so I'd say you at least get a bow without, like, falling flat on your face, for sure.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Risa does like an informal, like that upwards nod you do when you see like your friend across the street.
Oh my god.
You nod up for a friend, it's down for a stranger. You know this now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
I never heard it put it that way. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's like this online thing of like, yeah, you nod up at a friend or someone you know, and it's down at a stranger.
That face like nods up. What's up, bro?
Oh my goodness. So. It is, a moment as Fontana looks over all of you. Well, I will need to know what you are searching for to see if I will be able to assist. And not only that, the efforts of myself or any other members must be duly compensated with some sort of gift to the scriptorium.
Does she mean like a bribe?
Rolling,
Insight?
I would say history check
Oh.
here.
History. Oh boy. Okay. 23.
Alright. With a 23, gifts for academic institutions, can take different forms. The most simple offering would be money. But you can also offer future services, pledging to deliver artifacts or tomes that are recovered during adventures, arrangements for contacts and external supporters, anything that would help the Institute continue its successes and development.
Okay. Good to know. Aloud, Andy would kind of nod and actively listen. And yes, certainly, we understand. We are interested in finding, and I'll like use minor illusion to help illustrate my point. This space, and it's like the Colosseum, and like it's dark, and there's the figure there, and there's chains and stuff. Ta-da!
Von Tanner kind of brings a hand to your chain. I believe that we will be able to assist. I do have a few scholars in mind that may point you in a correct direction.
Perfect. Can't wait to meet them.
And of your support.
Yes. Is there a... would you like us to directly provide you with support? We don't have a whole lot of artifacts that we think we will find, but we're happy to make a monetary support donation.
A monetary donation would be appreciated in light of recent developments that have overcome our place of gathering. What have you to offer?
It cut out. What?
What have you to offer?
Oh man.
Check as it
In-
to gauge what's
yeah.
the appropriate amount.
I would say let's roll an insight check here.
I'm great at those.
You have
Okay.
got it.
I don't need it right now. I'm fine.
As you kind of think about this, you are in an area of very sort of collected knowledge that may be more niche. So you're thinking that at a base, maybe 500 gold to 1,000, somewhere in that range would be appropriate. Anything more might be too much for what you're asking for if you want to keep appropriate, but could buy you favor amongst them.
How about we
I'm
just
looking
go
at
for a
freestyle.
nice round 1,000. Higher end of what's appropriate, and it means if we need a favor later on, we're in the good books. I've got plenty of the funds, anyways. I'll take out
You say that
2,000
now.
gold. We have 4,700, and that's just a bag of holding. I've got
Yeah.
1,700 to my name. I can pay
Okay,
for it myself.
okay. We get it. You're rich and famous. Just give the lady cash. A check, maybe. Ay.
Do you take check?
Credit? Debit?
Is there any finance
Take
options?
one.
Can I pay in 3? Did you take Klarna?
What's the interest rate in Gloomnor at the moment? Is it better in Bailmoor Town?
7% interest rate. They're robbing you.
Oh, gross.
What's the best realm for playing to take out a loan? What's the best interest?
It's certainly the Abyss, I bet. That's the best place to get a loan.
I feel like it's also the worst place because they probably don't care about the legalities that if you default, they're just gonna come and
I was
deck you.
joking! Flash
Hell
S!
yes.
They
So
would take us over and infect our trees with themselves, and it would. And
they'll
babies.
take anything they're owed out of your flesh, literally.
Mm-hmm. Pound of flesh?
A pound of flesh for sure. But no, yeah, you're able to make that payment. And Von Tanner will, as she accepts it, creates this sort of what you might recognize is a tensor's floating disk. She creates it with minimal effort on her part to place the coins upon while she goes to introduce you to some of the people that she thought would be of assistance to you. 3 figures she points you to. You see a undead human, shaded soul, pale, sickly, looks a bit like a walking corpse, though he's thicker, more grizzled, and is introduced to you as Master Mobrin Vetsk. He's his specialty lies in necromantic arts, but he also has a oh nope, it's just necromantic arts. I was misreading. So the next figure that you are introduced to is a tiefling sorceress. Her skin is a radiant red, eyes shimmer with molten gold. She is introduced to you as Lady Araxibis.
Is she alive?
Yeah,
Anytime I see a tiefling now, I'm just like,
she does actually appear to be alive.
does she have beautiful eyes?
They are molten like gold, but she does not dress simply. She is very resplendently dressed, as if she's trying to garner attention to herself. But she is a it seems master of more occult magics. She studies mysteries of abyssal magic, powers that are locked between the veils, and serves as a liaison between the conclave here in the Scriptorium Umbranari and other magical communities, both in Gloom the War and outside of Vale de Umbra. And the last person you are introduced to is the Professor Belgrun Grimsnapper. He is a hunched and wiry dwarf. His beard is a long charcoal color with a twinkle in his faded eyes. He is also undead, much like Master Milton Vesk and the Archmage Von Tanner. He is explained to you to have a knowledge for political history in Vale d'Umbra, the ways of various regimes and arcane arts, but his expertise lies within the deciphering of ancient runes and other more historic knowledges.
Well, we got some 3 powerful people.
Nerds.
Hello.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I am Andy Quickfoot of the Quickfoot Bards on a different plane of existence. Yep.
Do you bow?
Yep.
Yeah, I bow
Not
as
quite
well.
as deeply as for the Archmage. I gotta keep the levels of respect separate.
Gotcha.
I don't bow, but I look everyone up and down. Not using my head, just using my eyes.
Okay. As you speak to him, Grimsnapper doesn't seem to do more than just kind of look over each of you before going back to his work. But your Axpis turns and seems very intrigued.
Oh, so have any of you heard of such a coliseum? And I'll do like the whole minor illusion with some little sparkles around it. Ta-da!
As you present this, again, your Axpis seems the one that's most intrigued, but Mobrin is the first to ask, or the first to speak up. Just because you have made some sort of donation, because you have wiled your way past other figures, do not believe us to be so quick to entrust you with knowledges that you may not be worthy of. Recently, as you may be aware, someone broke in. The only thing that they would be after is knowledge that perhaps they should not be holding. So what makes you so deserving of our assistance?
Well, how can we prove ourselves to you?
Well, I know that I would be fine with a little bit of a promise. Help from you. That could be easily swayed. But if you have other ways of persuasion, I'm sure you could sway these old coots.
I'm running out of gold.
No, I mean, last time we did a favor, it was a bad favor. I say this over to my guys. I don't say that over to her. Andy, I whisper, which I'm sure they can probably hear me. Do you want to tell them about like the reason why we're here and how we stopped them the first place and how this is really important for the realm and convince them that way?
Do I get the sense that the professor would be swayed by that and or the first figure, the sickly pale, shaded soul buddy? I know the tiefling wouldn't be.
Actually, just roll me an insight check here.
Can I give myself bardic?
Unfortunately, no. Um,
Yeah.
with a 14, um, you think that, uh, a they are all scholars here. Um, a well-placed argument could be enough to sway them. Any of them.
I love
Uh,
hearing.
Okay, yeah, I'll turn to Tala and go, yeah, good point. Maybe we try the tried and true method of persuasion. Um, okay. Uh, thoughts. Gathering thoughts. Uh,
You guys have thoughts? Lucky.
well, they're kind of like cats at the moment. So let's see. Necromantic things, and she likes abyssal things. Okay, and he likes political history things. Okay. All right, so Andy's going to, and I can say some of this, but like generally speaking, Andy's going to try to weave a grand tale of what we've done, but in like a concise flowers and rainbows kind of a version. Um, not in a way to seem fake, but into just like, look how good we are kind of a way. And she's gonna make sure to mention the Draco Lich, whose who weapons I have, and still mystery what they do.
Right, that's
And
on me.
then that's okay. But like I have them, and so I'll show those off and like, ooh, fancy. And then the political stuff we'll talk about how we help not Captain, shoot, what's his face? Delwyn Strevengar win back his house because other people were being mean. To keep it PG. And then for the tiefling, we'll specifically mention the demon in the tree and how we bested that and learned some things about that history and how like the whole uh the origin of the community was tied back to uh no gnomes or no dwarves and gnomes something and some of that history stuff and how we bested the demon and yep, sent it back to the abyss and it hates us now. But yeah. So highlighting those things, but then like also generally mentioning the rest of the story.
Like,
Mm.
see, we're good we're actually like normal folks who got entangled in these grand, problems, and all we was been trying to do is, good of the people and good of the realm. Like we got marked, uh, uh, and uh, and I kind of, showed them my hand, and I go, and also we like, have you ever heard of Master Theleros?
So, because this was going on, I do want Andy to roll me a persuasion check here.
Oh yeah. Huh. 12.
Okay. So, as this all happens, they seem to show recognition at some of the names, the Laros being one of them. Makes sense for the area, but their main interest, as Andy goes over everything, and as Tala, you also think, they do seem more intrigued about Cariante's work and anything you mention of the Order of Fate's design.
Oh, by the way, Cariante isn't the angelic figure who came over to and tripped all your traps. I think it's the oracles of the silent oracles.
No matter who you think did it, know that the Morgenstern was horrible at their investigations, Belgrun says.
Oh. Could we help?
Yes, we would love to help. We're pretty good.
I do not think that perhaps if the Morgenstern could poorly handle their job, that you would be much better. Besides,
That's
you are
sarcasm.
on your own journey for searching. Speaking of that, your Axibus says as she looks over at each of you. You were looking into a Colosseum.
Yep.
I have an idea that might grant you more information. If we can tap to the connection, sort of tune into it from that vision that you experienced, if we could renew it, we could trace it back to the source.
Sure. Never heard of this magic before, but that's what y'all specialize in.
What I specialize in. Rituals, occult means, traveling through the veils. I will need assistance in procuring what we need for it.
Cool. One-Eye Newt coming up. Kidding. What do you need?
City run.
She begins to move, and she does move with like a sort of air about her that seems that she expects to be followed. And she pulls a book out of a bookshelf and flips through it. It is quite powerful. It will need, firstly, a very secluded chamber, one adorned with symbols of life and shadow. I'm sure you all, with your silver tongues, can talk to the acolytes next door. This cathedral should have a chamber that is appropriately sized and can be prepared. And I believe it does have an altar, which means we can save having to bring our own. They don't quite care for me. Aside from that, we are going to need a large mirror or some other suitably reflective surface. Candles to be arranged around it. And then, if you can find it, soul ash. Unless you wish to provide life energy. Either would work.
Why would one provide life energy?
I don't think that's a good question to ask.
What
I'm
what
curious.
what does that entail?
So, we all are imbued with some sort of vitality. The blood that pumps through your veins, the heart beating in your chest. You can offer some of that. Soul ash works in much the same way, a component that can be substituted in. Or if you are any sort of connected to the veils, if you can cast spells, you can tune in and offer some of that. It would leave you a little more expended, but it works much the same.
Is
And
this...
where?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go.
Uh, where would we find Solash?
Oh, you could find it just around the city. Perhaps in the cathedral, or if you wish to skirt around in the other more alchemical, magical shops of Glumnor, you might be able to find some there.
Out of curiosity, why is it called Soul Ash?
Because it's ash-like substance that contains essences of souls. Quite.
Oh, boy.
Forbidden chocolate milk.
Okay, so we need a mirror, candles, soul ash. What was the first item that was at the altar?
A chamber with stuff around it.
Yeah, she needs a specific space. It's a secluded chamber that is adorned with symbols of both life and shadow. Your activist has told you that the cathedral has one of these. However, they don't like her very much, so you all would have to be the ones to talk to the acolytes and convince them into allowing you use of the chamber.
Oh, boy. Letting us use the chamber, not letting her use the chamber.
Well,
Like, wait, yeah.
your group she
group,
needs
okay.
to
Do the ritual.
Yeah. But she can't very well talk to people who don't like her and be like, hey, can I use this place?
They're like, no. Okay, is that all? Should we bring you the sun and moon as well while we're at it? Would that be helpful?
Only if you wish to bring apart an apocalypse, but we don't have to do that on the first meeting.
Well, here's the thing. We've already been accused of that, so I feel like at some point we might as well.
Go ahead and curl on their shin.
What?
I don't think
So-
this is the time for being flippant.
I'm never flippant. I don't know what you mean.
Just kidding.
Uh,
We're not into the apocalypse.
Not yet.
I
So,
am kind of
Again.
In the case that you are going to procure soul ash, do be mindful that we need 3,000 gold worth of it.
Oh,
So about that life energy thing, what is the process of extracting it?
do you need all the blood from a person?
And what would the effects be on that person?
oh boy.
I mean, I would need about an entire perfect person's worth of blood, maybe a little more, but it doesn't have to come from a single source. You're welcome to share the costs amongst yourselves.
Yeah, because how many people do we have? At least 6, right?
Well, with
We
you
don't need all the
currently,
NPCs, do we?
you only have, I believe that it was just the 4 of you that went out investigating this day. If anyone, Ansel would be with you currently. But mechanically, so that way you guys are aware and can measure the costs, it would be 100 HP that would need to be given to this overall, and it can be again split up between people.
Would it come back?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay. Like, regular amount of time?
How eventually?
Yeah.
A long rest kind of deal?
It would come back eventually.
Like
That's not
eventually,
helpful.
as in like after a short or long rest.
One way to find out.
Can I roll an Arcana check to decide to see if I know about anything? I can get a gauge on how long it would take to recover for losing that much blood.
Yeah, roll me an Arcana check.
Cool.
Please roll well.
This is a natural 20 for a 32.
Yes. Holy
Oh.
crap!
So it really depends on the ritual,
But-
which you don't quite know the details of. You know that it is powerful. It based on the very components that are necessary for it. Most ritual magic where you offer blood does come back after an appropriate amount of resting, but something this powerful, it could be different. So you feel confident that it could come back, but you don't know for sure until you experience.
And when would you wouldn't need this right away.
Well,
You would need this when we're doing the ritual inside at the chamber?
if you are using life essence, it is better fresh. So you would have to either find the soul ash, and barring that, you can, of course, offer your life essence during the ritual at the appropriate time.
Yeah, because okay, we have Ansel, we have Renan. That is 6 people. What's 100 divided by 6? Whatever that is. I mean, that's doable, right?
Half mage.
Implies that they want
Wait,
to.
wait. Can I ask a question here? Yaxabis? What's her name?
Your Axibis.
Yaxabis.
The lady,
I was close.
Your Axibis, yes.
The lady. Can I? How about I just say Lady Yaxabis? Okay. You mentioned appropriate magic. Does you mean like healing magic, like life-giving magics?
If you are connected to the veils in a way that you can manipulate them, cast spells, call upon them to bend to your will, that is another form of life energy. You could donate that to the ritual in place, but it does leave one drained of any sort of connections and capabilities for a time.
Okay. Same question. How long?
So, that one would be for any sort of donations to that. It would have to be a combined spell level of 16. So you'd have to donate
Oh.
spell slots, and so a level 3 would be 3 towards 16.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I have 2 5th levels, so that. Yeah.
Are we able to mix and match, some spell magic, some life energy, some soul ash, or does it need to be completely one?
Completely one source.
Ugh, that's tricky.
I mean, if you do a 5th level, I do a 5th level, and then Ray does a 5th level, that's 15 spell slot right there.
And I'll give one.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
that sounds
I think
better.
I would rather do that than life energy.
Yeah.
not magic. I like hit points.
Yeah,
Post-
just hope that you don't need to fight afterwards, right?
I would no. We wouldn't ever have to fight after doing something stupid.
Right.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
How about we try and get the soul ash first? We might be able to.
3,000 gold worth of soul ash?
I didn't say
Said we
buy
had
it.
to
I said
pay.
acquire
Yeah.
it. Let's, see if we can get it. Steal it. I'm sneaky
Legally.
sometimes.
Oh god.
Let's not test that theory again, please.
Now I need to.
Oh boy.
I mean, part of me it says, let's play safe, but then the other part of me is like, this is Dungeons and Dragons. Of course you need to try to steal it.
We need to get candles and a mirror anyways, so we're going to go
Yeah,
shopping
let's
whether
go
you like it
shopping.
or not. So
Where-
let's see
where's
if
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just making a joke.
I love a joke. I'm rambling.
I was just like, where's the nearest dollar store where we can get really cheap candles, and then next to it's the expensive apothecary shop selling $3,000 worth of 3,000 gold worth of stuff.
We not just find it down the special aisle of Aldi.
They have some cosmic brownies there, man.
Don't want to talk about
You brought up all these, not me.
First you get fantasy burrito shops. Now we're talking fantasy Aldi's. God. Oh,
But at least specific to Wilder Umbra, I heard.
Yeah. They have better prices. Oh, is it better produce here or the better other things? I forget which one's which.
I heard better interest rate on loans too.
they're the best interest rate loans for loans in Veil de Umbra, but they're still atrocious. Well, whatever you do to acquire what we need, I entrust that up to you. I'll be making preparations on my end for the incantation. You can find me here when you've secured everything.
Is there any easier way to get here? Do I need to give up 50 gold again? And my dignity.
My dignity.
We get like a whole pass.
Yeah.
You should be
Please.
remembered upon your next entry, since you are requesting the assistance of Von Turner herself. And just so that way, since you're wanting to make things easier for yourself, you do have to purify yourself before this ritual. Perhaps bathe somewhere before you return, if you wish to make it a single trip.
We're clean.
Only Logan were here. Oh man. Okay.
The bathing must be done in blessed waters as well. Or, should you wish to not try and find such a space, I can start brewing some particular potions, though they are not pleasurable to consume.
I'd prefer the bath, thank you.
Yeah, we'll get clean.
Blessed waters!
We'll pick up some blessed bath bombs when we're getting the meta and candles. Aldi Special
Yeah,
Ed has it all.
The holy hand grenade. Maybe that'll make everything pure.
She just gives a sort of closed lip smirk.
Oh, good. She does have a sense of humor. Exciting.
Blessed Bath and Beyond. I love that.
Okay, that's gotta be canon.
With your it seems shopping list and tasks to procure, your Axibis will go about her own. You guys are left able to set out for your own missions, but as you do so, we do have our first ad break. So I do want to make sure that you all know that you have a +1 AC for the rest of the session. We are heading to our ads. Please let them run. They help us out a ton here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. To directly support us, head over to Ko-fi. There's a link for that on screen and in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks to the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month, including special companions, double treasure, double XP, and new quests. So stick around with us, and we'll see you guys very soon. Alrighty, we are back in action, and as we are returning, you guys have a list of shopping things that you need to do and other things that you need to do for this invocation, this ritual. Where would you like to start?
Candles and a mirror would probably
Yeah.
be easier.
Easiest thing. Let's get rid of it. Done.
I will say that The cathedral is literally right next to where you're at.
Okay, fine. We'll go there first. Maybe there's a candle store right next to it. I feel like they would need a lot of candles.
Or maybe they have candles?
Mm-hmm. Better. Take some candles from a different ceremony. You don't need these, right?
Hey, so...
Just as we approach the guard, I cast guidance on you.
So the cathedral doesn't have a guard per se. The doors are closed, but it is a cathedral, so they open easily, and you see that there are acolytes and other servicers that are present here.
Okay, I cast guidance on you as soon as so you can go talk to an acolyte to get directions.
Alright, yeah. Go up to like the nicest, most unassuming acolyte we see. And hello, excuse me, we could we ask for some directions?
Sure. Are you looking to pray to Desirian?
Probably we'll need to do that, yes. But before that, where would we go to secure the use of one of your chambers? Who should we talk to?
Well, you could talk to me. I could see about securing something for that.
Perfect. We need your chamber that has symbols of light, life, and shadow on it, and with the altar in the middle. We've heard great things on Yelp.
Oh my god.
Roll me a persuasion check.
No!
Plus
Don't need to
guidance,
go.
right?
D4?
Yeah, please roll a 4.
14.
Nice.
Is it too late to give her an advantage?
I mean, I've not yet said what the results were, so...
Okay, yeah, I give her an advantage. Where
You
is
can't
it? Where
do
is it?
much worse.
Did you just jinx yourself?
I did, but it's fine. A 15.
Can't do much better, it seems, either.
You know what?
So...
God.
As you speak to this figure, very, specific, this, place of reviews, it seems. Securing
Yes.
a particular area, however, should be easy enough. I will ask for, when you would like to, procure this room.
It's a good question. Yo, team, when do we think everything will be ready?
Tomorrow afternoon or evening?
Yes. Should be good.
I mean, you could just ask your Axibis through a magical means.
Okay,
Or we
fine.
can guess. It'd be a lot funnier.
It's up to you, man.
I'll do it. Although that would be amusing. Okay, 3rd level spell slot to the wind. Yo, Axibus, question. Oh shoot, I gotta keep track. Priestess says hi.
Thank you.
When will we need the chamber? Oh, also. Oh, shit! I didn't want to say her name. Oh well, already been done. That's it.
Man, that's like almost all your words right there, with all of your in between.
Right.
Do you have that?
No.
I have modified memory.
You can use it on the
I'm not-
acolyte if you want.
No,
Do it.
no,
So
I'm not.
the lady Araxabase, Well, I can't imagine your trip taking more than a few hours. I could be ready this evening if you are. Otherwise, it will be up to you. Tell me when the chamber is reserved, and I will make sure I am ready.
Looking at the team. Anytime after this evening.
Tomorrow morning, just in case.
Sure.
Monomon and safe. 52 resting, get our HP up for reasons.
Tomorrow morning. The 23rd of... No, 13th of April. July? Whatever months.
Where
my
are you
God.
right now?
You are all over the place.
She died. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that... No.
Blink twice if you
Fine.
need help.
Does anyone else smell burnt toast?
Oh my lord. Tomorrow morning?
We
good?
can reserve for tomorrow morning. However, we'll ask for a donation to Jazirian for such endeavors. And
That's fair.
she'll
There's-
motion to a donation box.
Can
Perfect.
I insight check again to see the perfect
Yeah.
amount?
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
roll an insight check.
I'm
You have
not very
bardic.
good insight checks. I've got. Can I still use my bardic just to sort of get it over and done with? 'Cause I
Yeah,
think
sure,
it's
why not?
Definitely. It's a D8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to get it over and done with. 20.
Yeah, look, a nice even 20. Um, for something like this, an appropriate range would probably be somewhere between 20 and 50 gold.
Okay.
20?
Yeah, make them hate you like they hate your Expus.
What?
No,
hell.
no.
You just
I'm
didn't tip enough? Jeez, man.
I'm joking.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not that much money, so however much. 50,
Um,
40, 30,
let's do
0.
I don't know. How
Do a
good of folks
50.
do we want to be in these guys? You guys are talking like you put money in the bag of holding for the group fund the last time we got paid. I did.
I
Yeah,
did.
but we
50.
put the money in there before.
I think we all put money in there. This time.
No, we
Not
didn't.
Oh, I
the
didn't.
last time.
I
Only
lied.
I
I
did.
didn't. Okay, well that's because I had no money in my
Put in
defense.
50. Me. I put in 49 gold.
Okay.
And also, to you, we need to be purified. You wouldn't happen to have like a blessed water bath chamber, would you?
There are areas here for washing yourselves in the presence of Desirian, though those would require additional donations for
For fuck's sake.
unless you are wishing to purchase blessed water, then of course you can make a monetary trade for a canteen of holy water.
I feel like we need more than a
We need
canteen worth to
Yeah.
cleanse ourselves. So yeah, how much would it be to make use of the bathing chambers?
It would be a donation to the Temple of Desirian. There are no set costs. We do not run a bathhouse servicing.
Right. I got.
course.
How about
Insight?
Yes, insight.
Roll an insight check if you would like.
Damn it. I don't know.
4.
Uh, Tala, while you're thinking about what could be a you know, appropriate amount of donation, you do recall the fact that you are a cleric and have access to a spell called Ceremony, which can create holy water.
Right.
Seems good to-
Okay. I believe that was like 50 gold worth. Did it say how much of holy water?
Uh, it says you touch a vial, but I'm playing fast and loose with the rules here. Um, you could bless a bath with one casting of the spell. Like, you're not creating a magical holy water grenade like the spell probably intends.
Okay, I can cast ritually 25 gold worth of powdered silver, which consumes. Okay. One vial of water. Okay, so I turn to my group and I says, so for hour and 10 minutes of ritual casting, I can go ahead and create the holy water, the blessed water, so we can go ahead and bathe ourselves. Or maybe we can just go ahead and donate 50 gold and get a use of it. What do you think?
Either way.
I mean, while we're here,
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe we take a bath right before, because we can get all dirty, like, during shopping.
From what Euraxibus words, your understanding would be it would be like right before you would need to be bathed. So
Okay.
like, the closer to the time.
And I can pay to make this donation freestyle if you want me to.
I'd like for people to, donate to the fund
Us.
that we all
So,
use.
I would like to go
As a
ahead
group.
and put 50 gold into the
I don't
donation
need
box.
your pity funds right now. I'm talking when
late.
we get paid. And then we're all like, let's all survive as a group. So let's put money in so we can all survive if we need something. Not, Fleesta's the only one paying for things and she's arguing.
700 gold in there.
Not anymore. There's 3,600 gold in there because we had to use 1,000. Thanks to me. That's probably why there's so much in there. What do you guys even spend your money on? How do you have so little?
I don't know. Normally, I just give some to Andy. I don't know what Andy spends it on.
Andy, what are you spending our gold on?
If I said lots of food, would you be mad?
Yes.
Well, wasn't that?
I should get a bloody extra money for being the accountant of this stupid group.
Paid more. Manager.
I apologize for having this argument in front of you. And what's your name?
I have seen worse arguments in these temple halls.
You
Right.
tell.
It
Get all the
is
tea.
not becoming to gossip. If you wish to make donations for your bathing, we ask that it would be for each participant a donation. You can, of course, group your donation together, but do consider that you'd be donating for each figure that would be partaking. And we ask that you give what you believe is sufficient.
Okay, so at least 4 of us, because we would have to go ahead and donate our spell slots.
What?
So that's either 25 gold for like me and an hour of me spending the thing, or we can just do like 50 total.
How about we just make our own at this rate? Just find
Okay.
a big bucket.
Yeah.
We have a
Okay.
jar. Oh, do we still have that jar or no? Jar of mayonnaise.
Yes, sure, if that's what you want to call it. The alchemy jar.
Okay, cool. bless the mayonnaise. And bathe in blessed mayonnaise. Is that
It
allowed?
doesn't need to make mayonnaise. It can make literal fresh water.
But I think mayonnaise would be more funny.
I'm not bathing in blessed mayonnaise. Maybe wine. That'd be fun.
You'd turn out red like a grape and it would be hilarious.
Or beer.
Alright, bless mayonnaise it is. Okay, yeah, maybe let's
What
just do
about
that.
basic poison?
If we bathe in basic poison, do we live and be blessed? Or do we get poisoned and blessed? Does that cancel out?
I think it just cancels out and nothing happens. We should try
Yeah,
that
damn.
one day.
We should try that, yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you. Acolyte, you've been a great help working through our requests.
What is your name?
Hold, please.
Mayo? May?
That reminds me of there's a like internet copy pasta from years ago that's like, I'm gonna name my kid and I'm just gonna call her May, but it's gonna be a nickname. And whenever someone
Yes.
asks what her real name is, it's mayonnaise.
Yikes.
I'm so glad we grew up in the same internet spaces.
Yeah, it's so great. You know what? We're just gonna make a roll here. That's what we're gonna do. Her name is Joe. J-O.
Great.
It's a boring name.
Well, you asked for the boring name of a boring acolyte.
You calling it boring?
I am.
Man. Not anymore. We put blessed mayonnaise in our head.
Okay.
Joe has the tea.
So-
We need to become friends with them.
How about candles? Do you have candles?
That we could have?
There are candles that can be purchased.
How
A
much?
very large mirror.
We do not have a very large mirror.
It doesn't have to be a mirror. It does have to be a reflective surface. Do you have like a large tray that we can pour water on to make it a reflective surface?
We do not cater buffets, no.
Okay. All right, we'll work on it. Yeah, can we buy some candles?
Alright. For the candles, where were the notes on that? We'll say for the amount of candles that you need. Because they have to be arranged around the mirror. We'll put it at a nice, double check. So, we'll say 10 gold for the amount of candles that you need.
I'm gonna take it out of my fund so I don't mess up Shay's thing.
You
I
want
give
me?
Joe the 10 gold. Thank you.
If you
Lisa
would,
has her hand in the bag of holding and she looks like distraught. She just looks betrayed.
if you would give me a moment, I will return with the candles.
Out of curiosity, could you possibly leave the candles in the chamber that we are renting for tomorrow morning?
Renting.
Roll a persuasion check.
Also, could we get some sparkle?
We're at the bounty
Yes.
castle.
12. It's above 10.
You're right. It is above 10. She kind of looks over your
Fine.
group. That can be arranged.
Great. Thank you.
Have a great day.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
As we bathe in holy water. That. Okay, Aria. Off
Bye.
to,
Okay. So we need a mirror, 25 gold worth of powdered silver, and then souls of people. Soul ash.
I mean, for the mirror, could we not just like borrow one from the estate we're at? It's big. It must have a mirror, right?
Do you also alert your Axibus about when you plan to do the...
I'm not spending another spell. Can I just like run over to the scriptorium? Like I'm sure it's like the next door.
It's literally right behind the cathedral.
Yeah, I just shout. Can I just shout really loud? It's
What if we
tomorrow
write the
morning.
notes and let make Perry go over? Little messenger.
Nah, I'll just go. Flashbacks of the last few times that he's poofed.
The last time CEO is too far from
Yeah.
Andy.
Although both times he was like a foot from me, but that's anyway, it's fine.
But yeah, no, yeah, you're able to make your way back. Emerly sort of glowers at you, but allows you in. And it gives like a wave towards your group, towards you as you enter. You find your Axibase seated with a few tomes open, and she, as you look it up, or as you get to her, she looks up and, oh, saves me having to send a message.
Same. So tomorrow morning.
Excellent. Gives you time for a task. As I was reading over this invocation, seems that I will need a bit of personal touches from you and your companions. And she'll take a small parcel and move it towards your side of the table that she's on. That has very special ink that you must write upon. It can be any parchment, but if you have parchment of spell quality, it would be preferable, as the invocation will be consumed. You and your companions need to write a few sentences connecting you and the entity that you're looking for. Memories, desires, anything like that.
Great. Sure. No problem.
Do try and make sure it comes from the heart. If you can get a rhyme in there, might add a little bit of flair.
My insight, is she pulling a chain?
Roll an insight check.
May I do the same?
If you had followed over, for sure.
I can't roll today.
With a 12, she does seem to be having a bit of amusement, but doesn't seem to be giving you false information. So perhaps, while not necessary in the form of rhyming, might add some sort of oomph to what you're doing.
That.
Do we just bring this with us tomorrow morning, or do you need it now?
Oh, no, you are free to take that bit of ink to utilize this evening, since the invocation will be in the morning. So you have time to prepare yourselves, think through what you are going to say to try and draw yourself to the entity.
Above the tabletop, who are we trying to connect?
You're trying
With
to get
Solaris.
Solaris. Solaris was the source of the vision.
And this spell do we above table also? This spell will point us in the right direction, or this spell will teleport us to wherever.
You, with the invocation, this is reigniting the connection of the vision. So instead of like just fleeting random whenever, this is opening up that call. And from that, your Axis is trying to see if she can trace and pinpoint the source, so that way you guys can be like, oh, well, this is where we need to go. It's
Okay,
like,
okay, so it's pointing us. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Just checking.
you're,
Okay.
you're tracing the call essentially.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, it's triangulation, but a la Veil de Umbra and
We're
whatever.
doing star
Okay.
69. Okay.
Yeah. What?
Star 69 to retrace the. God, I feel old. Never mind.
Okay. Tal and Andy are talking about ancient ways of communication as we exunt stage left from the scriptorium.
Gosh, like, what do I write to? Oh, dear Master Theleros, how
Remember when
handsome
we
you
like
look
told you?
today.
Yeah. All right. Well. So now, okay, maybe back to the estate to then look for Mirror and then nearest apothecary shop.
Why don't we go to the nearest apothecary shop and then go to the manor?
Sure.
Because most likely they'll have the mirror, so we can just have that as the last, thing on our list, right?
It doesn't. Sure. Whatever works. Apothecary.
Yep.
Caca.
So,
Where you at? Hmm?
roll me either history or insight checks here.
Oh boy. Holy nuts. Above a 10 on the roll.
Andy, you recall that a lot of the Andy, a lot of the marketing and trading is done in the Moss district and
Good.
No.
outside of the main city. The city is kept a little bit more high end, so you perhaps you won't find as much more of the experimental or illicit substances within the wall or within the gates of Gloom Noir. This is more for like high-end businesses, art galleries, posh restaurants, the like.
Alright, okay. Given that, let's go back to the manor and ask for like specific directions. I don't think we want to be wandering around that district.
Agreed.
Alright, cool.
What's your sense of adventure?
It left me a few levels ago, to be honest.
Fair.
Right around the Dracolich, I think.
Oh, that poor dead gnome boy. We never went back to try to find the bones of his family, did we?
He was
Nope.
a dwarf.
Oh, the dwarf boy.
Warrant, I think.
It sucks for him. Anyways, we have our own problems.
Yeah, that's fair. Yo, lady, shoot. I have it somewhere in the... Is cereal? No.
You're close. Here without.
It's in here. What? Wait.
Here without.
Here with L. Okay, that one. Mm-hmm.
As you enter in, Percival, the butler, would you
Yes.
cease yelling for the lady?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was yelling in this realm. My bad.
If you are requiring a sort of introduction or others, I can see if the lady is available. But if you have any other inquiries, you may be able to direct them to me or the other staff members.
Certainly, certainly. We first of all, is there a large mirror in the manor that we could use?
He narrows his eyes. For what
What?
purpose?
We need to use it in a ritual.
Will it cause this mirror to break?
I hope not. I mean, no,
I'm not sure.
absolutely not.
Roll a deception check there, Freesta, because you've already said I hope not.
That's a 19.
Humor, I see. Well, there is perhaps a mirror that can be allowed for you for purposes of borrowing. However, if it does end up harmed in any way, do know that while you are guests, maybe ask that you pay restitution costs.
Right. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes, we need to procure some.
Before you move on, out of curiosity, how much is the mirror?
I believe that it was some custom-made mirror. I will have to check with the invoices.
Yeah, that sounds like an expensive mirror. Maybe we just go buy a cheap mirror. Just in case it breaks.
Not have like a spare one in a creepy room that's covered in dust and cobwebs like every estate does in the books that I read.
I will have it be known that between myself and Miss Matilda, we do keep a fairly clean estate here for Yoethel and any potential guests.
We'll look for other mirrors maybe, but it shouldn't break.
Very well. There was another inquiry.
Yes. First of all, does Andy get the impression that soul sand is like an illicit substance?
Soul Ash is
Soul sand.
roll a Arcana check. Arcana or history. And anyone
Doing so great
could
at
do
this.
this.
I'd love to.
Okay, 20.
Freesta and Andy. Soul Ash itself isn't quite a illicit substance. It's much more mundane than, actual soul use. But it's not something that is generally advertised for the fact that magics that are requiring soul energy are not the most benign of magics. So it would not be something that is sort of plastered someplace. It's better than other options, though.
Yeah, what the hey? Okay, yes. First of all, we are looking for soul sand for a ritual, and was wondering if perhaps there was a more reputable source we could acquire it from.
As I am not one for much of the arcane arts, and Yellowfell is a bit more diverse rather than specialized. Unfortunately, I do not have much opinion on the matter. But Miss Matilda and Silas often make journeyings out to the Moss District for the acquisition of tools and ingredients due to their jobs within the manor house. Perhaps they may have insights that I am not privy to.
Okay. Sounds good. We will go ask them. Thank you. Have a gloomy day. Walking up.
Okay.
Oh my god, Lexi, you're killing me today.
Something in the water. Mayonnaise. Okay, so who is the buddy? The man, my notes are in order, but they're not easy to like find individual things. Awithel, we want the who's the groundskeeper? Blooded? No.
That would be Silas.
Yes, that guy. Can we go find Silas?
Yeah.
Great. Hello, Silas.
Silas is outside in the gardens, which again are filled with sort of plant life that isn't quite alive. It looks dead, but he is tending to it. And you would notice again that his one hand is a hook. And
Yes.
he looks up to you. Good day.
Isn't it a gloomy day? Anyway, we were wondering if you know of any more reputable apothecaries or merchants who might have some soul sand for purchase.
Yes, you mean soul ash.
Shoot. Yes. You know me so well.
I know of a few areas that might be able to sell it.
Okay. Could
Yeah.
you point them out on like a map
If you head
or
out,
direct?
if you head out into the Moss District, there's a particular spot, hardware store. About 3 blocks before you reach it. So you may have to walk backwards. There's an alleyway. Down that alleyway at the very end. With a broken sign. A shop that might be able to sell you what you're looking for.
You said a broken sign.
A broken sign, yeah.
Great. Thanks. Have a gloomy day.
He just gives a grunt.
Is Matilda
Like,
around?
Matilda is not in the gardens, but you could
No.
try and find her.
Yes, can I go? Andy, hold on. I go inside and go. Is Matilda
You don't
around?
trust Hook? Come on.
Go to the hardware store, come on back 3 blocks, and then go down a scary ass alley and then look for a broken sign? No,
Yeah. What?
I go find Matilda.
Perfectly normal behavior.
It's District Andy.
So,
Give me a investigation check, please.
can I help her?
Sure.
There's food involved. I'm motivated.
Okay, 18.
With an 18, you do find Miss Matilda. She is not in the kitchens. She
Oh, sad.
is in the upstairs residentials, just tidying up. Oh, well, it is a pleasure to see you.
Yes, hi. It was nice. It's nice to see you too. Oh, you're tidying up. Did I tell you how much we appreciate your help?
Don't worry about it. This is my job, after all.
Well, it's still very appreciated. Question for you. We need to go buy some soul sand. Soul ash. God damn it, Lacey.
Get off Minecraft. Get a life.
Uh,
Such
okay.
I haven't been on in ages. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's Lexi effing me up. We need to procure a large quantity of soul ash. And we were told that we need to go to the moss district to purchase it. Can you direct us to a shop where we can buy a large quantity?
Well, I would, but that would be perhaps not the best for you. The area that I know to have soul ash is within one of the blood dens, and well, I wouldn't want to send you that way.
Yeah, no, that would be better. Out of curiosity, would that happen to be go to the hardware store, come back 3 blocks, go down the alley, and look for a broken sign?
No, I hardly ever go that way when I'm in need of any sort of soul ash or adjacent things. I just go down to the Nethermoss. Don't know where you'd be going for all of that. Seems quite specific.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so go to Nethermoss, and then what should we look for?
No, you don't want to go to the Nethermoss. The Nethermoss has the blood dens, and you'd be putting yourself in dangers going there.
Oh, that is very dangerous. Okay, you said maybe there was another place?
No, when I go to the
That's where there.
Nethermoss.
Okay, so here's my question for you. How would you like to come with us, and then go on our behalf inside and get get the soul ash on our behalf?
Maybe that's not the best way to.
I'm just going into the bloodline.
Yeah, but we could go to the sketchy directions instead. I feel like that would be more fun.
Oh God. Okay.
As much as I would help you out as much as I can, I do have a full day's work ahead of me. Just do be mindful if you do end up going towards the Nethermoss. I can't stop you, but I wish you any sort of good luck and safety if you find yourself in such an area.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and try this other place that the groundskeeper vehicle stick
Silas?
had asked her. The Silas has asked us to go, gave us the directions to go. Just in case we don't come back, we're going down to the hardware store, and then we're coming back 3 blocks down the scary ass alleyway. Look for a broken sign. That's where we're going. So if something happens to us and you don't see us, send Lieutenant Stralda down there, please, to look for us.
She gives a very sort of like, it's that mom look of like,
Yes.
okay, sure. But she'll nod.
Are we gonna die?
I don't think you're going to die. I think you guys
So
are.
die.
I think you guys are blowing this out of proportion.
I think that's okay. Anyway, Andy's just giving Tala a look like, see, Silas is gives good directions. Alright, off to a warehouse and the failed up.
So, go ahead. Why don't we get survival rolls to see how well you follow these directions?
I think they're pretty specific. I don't know how we can mess this up.
I hope we do. Damn it.
It was more the fact of I was waiting to see if you guys got like triple nat ones or something.
We could try. We could try again.
No. You've
I'd
already
love
made
to
your
try again.
rolls. You already made your rolls.
I rolled it with a disadvantage on purpose.
I saw that.
Oh, that's
My
hilarious.
survivor's good, but Friesta would go against what she wants to do. Or what she thinks is right. I'm
Why
kidding.
is Friesta such a contrarian?
For funsies.
So, yeah, it is fairly succinct, and, you are able to, follow along. It does take a bit of time. Again, you're traveling from the, Cordon district to the Moss district. Takes you outside of the gates. There are, again, less officers, less Gloom Guards out this way, but you do still see a few. And as you follow Silas's, you can see in the distance, with the 22 and the 24, where the hardware store is, meaning that you don't have to walk all the way down to turn back 3 blocks. You're able to, just take that turn down the alley. It's a little cramped here. The pressure of the different, buildings coming in on either side, making this pathway very tight. But as you follow it down, in the, lamplight, as it reaches into these areas, either from the street or from the different buildings, you do find yourself coming to a, the end of this, alleyway, and at the very end there is a door, with a sign hanging above it, that is split in half down the middle, making it hard to read. But you do see what looks to be a depiction of a mortar and pestle, usually what, denotes apothecaries.
Great. Before we go in, I'm gonna give Friesta a bardic.
What's that
You can
supposed to
do it.
Do you not believe in me? Think
I
need your
think-
help?
I think that I can, maybe a little bit nervous, and I can help you not be nervous.
What makes you think I'm nervous?
Your defensive attitude.
You're nervous. Walk in.
And I cast guidance
Thank
on you.
Bardic.
I gave guidance on Andy.
Great. Yep. Ding-a-ling as we go in. Hello. Anybody home?
And you hear a thud of a, blade hitting a cutting board, and who is it?
Customers?
Ugh. Come in.
Already halfway to him. What's in the shop? Like
You
dust?
can- Oh, there is a lot of like dust, but also herbs and strange, vials filled with, different body pieces, suspended in, some sort of liquid. And you see this figure, large, sort of stocky, a orcish figure, at the cutting board, leaving the cleaver in, where they were, it seems, cutting up a, specimen of some sort of animal. And as they come over, speak. What ails you?
Many things that you're probably not qualified for, but we need lots of soul sand, and I'll give him the proper
Ash.
amount. Shit, soul ash.
I'm the underneath the body.
You know what?
As
So yeah, lots of soul ash.
this figure looks over you as they seem to study your group. You would notice that one of their eyes is some sort of crystal or glass. And there is a hum of sort of curiosity. So, Ash. And quite a sum. The figure licks their lips, and you can see the broken tusks. You do not look like necromancers. Nor
Not
any
yet.
other figures that would be requiring such an amount. And the figure leans in over the table, especially towards you, Andy, getting close to the counter to get closer to you. Perhaps you are not qualified to handle it.
This is highly accurate. However, we have special means of transporting specialty items. Don't you worry.
Also, we're on an errand. It's not for us. It's for a special, certain, very powerful necromancer.
Roll a persuasion or deception, Tala, depending on how you feel about what you are saying.
Oh, I should have given Tala bodic.
But am I not good enough for your bodics now?
15.
Oh,
That's good for me.
A 15!
you're doing great, Tala.
That is really good. Is it good enough? Well, we'll have to see after our upcoming ad break. So,
Oh.
hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi, link for that's on screen and in our chat room. Ko-fi donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. That includes special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, stick around with us. We'll see you guys very soon. And we're back. Welcome back. As we are returning, you guys have procured some of your what's it called? What you need for this ritual. You are currently working on trying to get soul ash. And Tala just made a persuasion check here at this orcish figure in the apothecary.
Yes. Yes. So we are qualified to handle such illicit substances.
Oh, don't go snorting it off some hooker's ass. And swipes the gold that was presented and hobbles around the back before placing a small pouch in front of you. It's not terribly small, like you still need to like hold it with like two hands, but it is like the size of someone's head.
So, a question though, what would happen if we did theoretically do that? Asking for a friend.
Roll another persuasion check.
Oh my word. That's a 10.
Well, then you'd stop having to worry about anything.
That checks out. Well, then, hey, then I wouldn't have my problems. Okay. Great. Can I insight that he gave us the correct amount?
Sure.
My God. I think I've been rolling a d5 most of today. Okay, 20?
The proprietor does not seem to have any sort of ill will against you all, so there's no reason for them to not provide the correct amount. So you assume that you have actual 3,000 GP worth of soul ash.
Okay.
Uh, do you by any chance sell powdered silver?
I do.
May I have 25 gold worth of powdered silver powder? Actually, make that 50 gold worth of silver powder.
Do add a 5 GP for powdering of the silver, so your total will come to 55 gold, but you'll have what you need.
Okay, thank you.
And this figure, again, swipes the gold and comes back with a significantly smaller pouch of the powdered silver.
You would, do you know, we need to find a mirror. You would, decent size, large size mirror. Would you know where we can find one?
What is your purpose for the mirror?
To stare into it. We need a reflective surface.
Then
Larger the mirror, the more details that we can see, I'm assuming.
If you're staring into it, you can just go to any puddle on the street.
Oh no, it needs to be portable.
What is portable?
Get a bucket.
You have buckets.
I don't think he knows where to find a mirror at all. That's where his knowledge ends. Okay, if you're
I
out of
am
mirrors, do you know...
asking for your purpose, so that way if I know a specific store, I can send you on a direction. I don't purchase mirrors on a daily. I don't know a mirror store. But
If we told you we were gonna use it to snort the soul ash, would you believe?
God.
I'd point you to the nearest brothel.
Okay, that was a joke. May have come off a little strong. Anyway, it's the same ritual that we need the soul ash for.
My cousin Lurog owns a magic store. Perhaps he can have a mirror in stock. If it
Does
is
Urag
for
also sell magical items?
potentially, Lurog's store rotates. It does not always have the same things in store.
So he's an engineer. Yes, we would love to meet your cousin.
Then you will continue on the Moss District, back to the main road. Do you have an idea of where the Nether Moss is?
Yep.
You know, no. There's got to be a different place that we can go ahead and find that in the safer area, right?
Lurog is not in the Nether Moss, but just outside of it.
Okay. Thank you.
You might still get a few hungry looks, but you'll be able to go for assistance from the Gloomguard easily.
Okay, that sounds great.
So, you start making your way on the main road to the Nether Moss. And then, on the right-hand side of the main road, from this direction, you will see it does not have sign, but on the window it says Lurog's. He's got other bullshit upon the window, but his name is on his store. Right.
His bullshit on his windows.
That's amazing. Just out of curiosity, which way where's the road to the Nether Moss?
I think we know it.
Do we know?
Yeah, you've been made aware of where the Nether Moss is.
Okay,
Captain
that sounds
Steraldo
great.
would have made sure that you were aware of it.
You mean Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Got her.
Sorry,
Okay.
everyone else has been saying soul sand, and I can't mess up on one of my NPCs out of how many I've got.
Oh
I
no,
just like
you
to call it what I
absolutely
see it.
can. We love you. Okay.
Usually. So what's your name again? Proprietor of Soul Ash?
Gom.
I like proprietor of Solash better.
You asked
Would you
my name? It is Gom.
Of course it is.
Yes.
You look like a gold.
Perfect.
Is it spelled
not-
Gnome with the N being silent?
Probably. So would you like us, since we're gonna go see your cousin anyway, would you like us to bring him anything? Or like a nice note or message?
You could punch him.
I would
I'm
love
down.
to do that.
Ooh, no.
Can I insight check anyway?
Sure, go for it.
Is this like a good advice or is this like a this will be funny? 12.
Hard to read, Gom.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'll take it as truth and go from there.
Okay.
Bye. Nice to know ya. Thanks for the hospitality.
Stay away from brothels.
Don't tell me what to do.
And blood dens. Okay.
Sounds like he's more afraid of brothels than blood den.
Yeah, he's got some genuine fear there.
Maybe he has a sister who works in one.
Fear, right. And not the fact that he thinks that you might go snorting it off some hooker's ass.
I mean, we should. Why don't we? Why are we even doing all this? Why can't we just go to
Yeah,
a brothel with
quick-
some Solash?
Quick
Fuck
way to
them,
find
I
out.
don't care.
Alright, we're following directions.
Yeah, he told
Closer
you.
and closer to the
Yeah, he just told you to take the main road close to the nether moss, and then on the right-hand side there would be his cousin's store.
Wait. His right or our right?
From where you were on the main road, heading towards the nether moss, the right-hand side
yeah.
from this direction.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm kidding. Okay, yes. We will look over there for bullshit on window.
Yeah.
Probably smells more.
Give me either an investigation or perception check.
It doesn't matter. Why am I rolling like shit?
All right. Is Friesta going to roll for this as well?
Sure. I'd prefer.
Oh my
this.
God.
This is not a 7.
All
Could have
right.
been. It should have been 10.
I still have a bardic.
Yeah, you were given a bardic.
Oh, nice.
Damn it.
Aha.
I'll take it.
All right. Then you'd see it as you're passing by. It is again on the window. Lurug's wandering trinkets, and underneath it's got like all sorts of like it has a lot of bullshit like buzzwords to bring people in. Talks of
Does it say like everything 25% off this week only, and it looks like it's been there for like years?
not quite that level, but it does say we accept trades, possessed items are welcomed here, all sorts of things that might sort of drive business that might otherwise not be desirable.
Wonder if I can get a bootleg designer Gucci bag.
Perhaps, maybe, who knows? It could be
Yeah,
possessed.
Or even better.
Possess Gucci bag. That'd be great. It just insults whoever's nearest to it.
Next character's gonna be a Pact of the Chin Warlock, and their familiar's just gonna be a possessed Gucci bag.
So, what do you do?
I
Enter.
cast guidance on
Hello.
Andy.
Oh. Yeah, that would be good. Hello.
You hear like a sort of startle, something almost falls over and a gasp and hi! Just a moment. And someone's
Do you need
putting
help? Like,
No,
poke
no,
my
I've
head
got
around the
this.
corner.
And you can see where this figure, he's a half-orc, is like starting to put things up, where he may have bumped into them.
I will help with Mage Hand and definitely not make things worse.
I knock something over on purpose during the chaos.
Shoot. I do apologize that we do have a few ghosts in the store currently from some haunted objects that have not yet sold. Sorry, not stolen. We've never had any sort of
I love this guy.
stolen objects here. If anyone wants to
Well,
roll.
if it's not stolen, can I
want to
steal it?
insight. I'm going to insight. This place is full of stolen objects.
Oh, for sure. Nice.
Not only have there perhaps been a few stolen objects that have come to this store, there have likely been objects stolen from this place as well. So, how can I help you? Are you looking for any sort of particular things? I do have a few magical components for spells and rituals, but also I do have interesting items that have been traded in.
I'll kind of wave him off. Yeah, and then I'll go up to him and punch him in the shin. That's what. That was the first message. Your cousin, what's his face? Tell us to do that. He says hi.
You can see, like, doing mental math of, like, who this could have been.
No, I'm like giving him the name. Lexi just doesn't remember.
I literally put it in chat.
Dude, there's like 10 chats going on. Gollum,
Please don't.
Gollum. Gollum says hi.
Man, I thought me and Gum were on good terms.
Maybe you
I think
are,
this
maybe
was his
that's a
way of
friendly
saying hi.
greeting. Yes.
Yeah. It's a happy. It's like a hug, but like less awkward.
Okay, well, now that you said that was the first message.
The second one was hi.
Okay.
It's not from us. It's implied. I got it from his like growling demeanor. Yeah.
They're typically like that.
Yeah. Anyway, we need a few things. Preferably. No, never mind. I forgot what we needed. What did we need?
We need a mirror that is maybe like 2 feet round, if possible. It doesn't have to be specific size. We just need something that's large enough that we can cast a ritual on it and we can see it. We need a reflective surface for a spell.
Yes.
I think I do have just a mirror in store for that. Yeah. It's a little tarnished around the edges. Don't ask about the stains on the back. But I think I do have one that could fit those specifications.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
great.
And then magic items?
I do have a few items that could be intriguing to some figures like yourself.
Great. I will peruse those.
Just search around the store. The magical items you can kind of feel when they. I don't know if you've ever been around them before, but you can feel when
Never.
they've got a little something in them.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll go to the back and start to pull for the mirror. So as he's going to the back to get that mirror for you guys, what are you all doing?
Looking around.
Magic items.
Definitely.
Yes. Something wearable. Something like a bracer or something to go on like your head.
Fashionable.
Yes. Like a bag. And I've already got a bag of holding, actually. That'd be weird.
Bag of devouring, so then you have one on one side shoulder, one on the other shoulder.
No, because I definitely get confused at one point and accidentally put like 300 gold worth of diamonds into the bag of devouring.
Oh my god.
Hilarious. That'd be a
Or,
good
like-
curse. You have to have both on you and you get confused at some point.
Or like if one of us need to go in the bag of holding for like a short-term teleportation and we accidentally put someone in the bag of devouring.
That would be unfortunate. We get back from the mission. So, good news and bad news. Good news, we didn't use up all of our rations. Bad news, we have one less person.
Is that because you guys used him as rations?
No, but the bag did. It was hungry.
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
The bag said please. I couldn't say no.
So there
Yeah.
are a few things that you find that are not directly magic items, but magic items adjacent. There is one spell book that you find, but it is behind a lock that, and the book seems to growl at you when you try and force it open.
Perfect.
There are a few holy symbols to different deities that seem to have gotten some wear and tear. Some of them seem chipped. One even has a split down the center. And then you also would find... let me get that. Let's see. That's what I want. Let's do this real quick. There is a small hand mirror with quotation marks around it. However, the only thing you see in the mirror's frame is silver. It casts no reflection, not of you, not of the world around you. It is just silver. You'd also find that there is a nice plush bedroll that gives you a strange sort of tingling sensation as you hold it. It does seem to have some sort of magic in it. And then you'd also see a set of sealing wax that shines like gold, never before used.
So,
holy symbols, what gods do they belong to?
Do, 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 do. There are... You would notice a... One is for Hrolvenoth, god of fear, murder, and revenge. One seems to be of Zavakra, goddess of undeath, defiance, and rebellion.
Never heard that one before.
Right? And the one that is split down the center seems to be of Eloru, a deity of the moon, hidden paths, and respite.
That's fun. I'll wait till this guy gets back to ask him about the bedroll.
It takes a few moments. But he does come, and you can hear him sort of struggling as he holds this. It's a very large mirror. It's about as wide and as tall as he is. Does have a few bit of tarnishing around the edge, but otherwise is fairly clear throughout the center. It does have some flourishing at the top and bottom, giving it almost like a door handle or keyhole shaping around it. Alright, I'm just gonna lean this up here. Find anything interesting? I mean, almost everything here is interesting, that's why I got it in my shop, but anything that piques your interest specifically.
What is this?
What would you be pointing at?
The thing in Friesta's hand, the bedroll.
The bedroll. Oh, that is, an adventurer came by with that, traded it in for some stuff, said that it was some sort of, magicked bedroll. He claimed that it's to, keep your dreams pleasant. I'm not really touched with, deeper insight in magical stuff. I've been trying to get that one, looking for, schedule a figure to come in and take a look at it, but it does seem very comfortable and hasn't went down in its sort of plushness since being in my shop, so I do think that it's been enchanted to stay comfortable no matter what.
And what about the spell book that's growling at Andy?
What?
Yes,
Growling at.
that's one of the so sometimes when some unfortunate wizard passes, their book, depending on how they kept it, can stick around afterwards. That is so happens to be what that is. However, that particular book needs to be unlocked in a particular way, and we've not found a way to unlock it yet. So it just kind of growls in when you try and open it, but otherwise it's fine. Sometimes if you feed it little scraps of meat through around the lock, it'll eat it.
That's terrifying, thank you. How much for the bedroll?
How much is the book?
That's about 20 gold for that spell book.
Yeah, I'll take the book.
Okay.
You're adopting it.
I am adopting it.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Am I the only person in the party without a spell book now? That's unfair.
I can see
Yes.
if I've got one in the back.
If you wouldn't mind.
Sure. As far as the bedroll, that's just gonna be 2 gold pieces for that one.
I'll take the bedroll. Here's 2 gold.
Thank you.
Actually, I give him 20 silver. That'd be annoying.
He takes it.
Actually, I give him 10 silver and 100 copper.
Okay.
Oh my
So,
lord.
He drops that off at the counter before going into the back and starting to look for some books. See if there was a spell book back there. As he's doing that, do you all do anything? The spell book is still growling, this time just at Tala, who now holds it.
Yeah, I go ahead and put it in my main pack. I'm going, okay, I'll feed you later. What does the mirror do?
Which one?
This mirror that doesn't reflect anything?
It doesn't do anything, it just shows silver, there's no reflection.
That's all it does. It doesn't do anything special.
You don't see, he's not here to ask you that, but you're
sorry.
not. Yeah, he's in the back, but from what you see, there's nothing special with it. It's just all silver. It is, when the figure comes back, Blurog, well, It's not like any book I've ever seen before, which is probably why it's been sitting back there for as long as it has been. But I do have this. And he presents to you. It is concentric rings of azurite that are etched with runes, and they all spin on a central axis and rotate to form different combinations.
That's cool. How much?
Well, since this is a little bit more than your typical book, I'd say that this would be about 30 gold pieces.
Oh. What?
I have 1,770 gold to play with.
At
okay?
the moment, that could leave in 2 seconds, apparently.
And I'm not talking about the group fund. The group fund's doing shit now, because of the soul ash, but I have more gold than the group fund does at this point, so I'm buying things.
Okay.
Let me be impulsive. Give me
Uh,
the book.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, your very own spellbook.
I hold it defensively to my chest.
Anything else that I could do for you?
Any other magic items? Sad face.
Well, is there a particular magic item that you're looking for? I can see if I've got it or something like it.
Well, my magic is like magic. Sorry, music magic. So like anything musical.
Let me take a look. And Lurog will go and look for if he's got anything. So he'll grab that. Uh, and what else? Do. Well, I do have this, he calls out, and you can see where he holds up a strange horn, and as he brings them out, this is it's an ear horn, so unfortunately it's not like the one that play, but it's the closest thing that I can find to music, right off the bat. If you put it up against whenever you can't hear, you can suddenly hear again.
And he's gonna laugh. How much?
For this, I'd say, 1 gold.
Sounds good. I'll keep it for my elder Jobin, who is very hard of hearing, and it's creating a giant nuisance problem.
You can add an ear horn of hearing to your inventory.
Great. Thanks, pal. Do you want me to punch you again for old time's sake?
I don't really know you all that well.
We can
Well-
change that.
Okay.
So,
Anyway.
anyway, what would you like to do now that you've got, he does have, again, pulled out the big mirror.
Yes, buy that. How much for that?
I will say for the big mirror, it is from him. He'd sell it at 50 gold.
Okay, I'll buy it. 50 gold.
Okay, so you now have the big mirror.
Yeah, have everything. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. Have a gloomy day. Gotta get my local lingo down properly.
Now I just hope that my luck don't run out.
Your luck?
Yeah, you wished me a gloomy day, so luck could, toss over.
Good going.
Is that what I've been...
What is the proper way to say goodbye?
Just a good day or a bye or.
Oh. Damn. What? I thought it was appropriate. I guess it wasn't. Okay,
You've been
never mind.
cursing everyone you come across.
Casually. Well, I'll have to suffer with that one tonight. Okay, have a good one.
Have a great day. Bye.
Smile more.
That's rude.
Maybe that might get me more sales. And you can.
Don't listen to her. You're great.
If you need anything else, my store is right here. Don't plan on going anywhere soon, no matter what the taxmen say.
What are the taxmen saying?
Oh, you know that I'm just behind on payments and that there's a risk of
By
eviction.
how much?
No, don't you dare.
Don't worry about it.
I'm so going to worry about it. You're a great person.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, Lurog would wish you all well.
Yep.
Where do you go
Cool.
from now?
Far
Is it
away.
a check to make sure we get the mirror back without breaking it?
Please don't.
No, as long
Can I
as like
hold it?
you guys are like moving carefully, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Like you can
Very carefully.
split the difference. Like everyone carry a bit of the mirror, so that way it's not just one person struggling.
Just imagine like Andy like holding up a finger but still being like too short to like help. Yeah. Moral support. If anyone wavers, I can give them a bardic. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. Mage hand? Mage hand could help. 10 pounds.
I'm gonna pretend to like almost fall over and break the mirror a few times. But just like pretend.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
God.
get a few extra bardic if you do that.
So. Yeah, you guys make it back, to, I'm assuming you're bringing this to the Ravenmere Manor?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. We found one, Percival! I shout into the distance.
There's, like, a moment before a smaller, well done, reaches you from elsewhere in the manor house.
Can I go find
Got it.
Silas?
Yeah, Silas is out back. in the gardens. That's you have only ever seen Silas not in the gardens once, and it was when he was being introduced to you guys. Man is usually out there.
Silas, I would need to apologize to you, please.
Okay.
When you gave us the directions earlier, I didn't trust it because I got a little scared because it sounded sketchy. But it turns out it was a great place and we got what we needed. I'm sorry for not believing in you.
I'm not offended. Every
Okay.
place in the moss is sketchy.
Yeah. Okay. And then if I could spend maybe like, if he's willing, I'll spend, maybe half an hour to an hour just asking him to give me a tour of all the, plants and bushes and anything that he takes care of.
Air quotes around the plants.
He will, actually. He doesn't, like... His inflection never changes. It always sounds like he's somewhat displeased about anything. But he is fairly knowledgeable and maybe in his own sense eager to show off the gardens. He seems very proud of the work that he does here.
Amazing.
What are the rest of you doing?
Can I cast Identify on the bedroll?
You can cast
Literally.
Identify on the bedroll. It's strange what you learn about it. There's no name for the magic that is afflicting it, but you get the understanding of what it happens. It is enchanted to always stay plush and clean, but as part of that enchantment, perhaps something went wrong. It also causes anyone who rests inside of it to be extremely itchy through the night.
I'm gifting it to Loken.
Oh my lord.
I knock on his door. Loken. Best
Hi.
friend. Hello.
I don't know you go that far, but
Well, fuck you then. I'm kidding. I'd like to apologize for my actions when we were heading to Andy's home when I, done the thing with the magic and you didn't sleep for a few nights. I'm sure it's all behind us now anyways. But just to make sure it's extra behind us, I got you this, and I show him the bedroll. It's enchanted to always stay plush, so you'll always get the best night of sleep when you're traveling. I hope you can forgive me.
I mean, I wasn't really holding it against you in the first place, but thank you for this.
It's no problem. I did feel really bad, and I really do hope you can forgive me.
Like I said, I wasn't really holding it against you, but if you need me to say the words that forgive you, I can do that.
Great, I feel so much better. You enjoy your new bedroll. I was really thinking of you when I bought it. Have a nice day.
Alright, I'll see you at dinner. And he closes the door.
Lisa just giggles and she walks off.
What about, what is Andy doing?
What is Andy doing? Well, she's thinking of her home now that she has this gift she doesn't know what to do with. Yeah, I guess she's thinking about what she's writing to about Phileros, because he doesn't really like the guy. She'd probably end up maybe talking with Terraminder or going to the kitchens and getting food. That's probably in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, easily that.
Andy,
What?
I was wondering, do you still have the ability to send a message?
Yep.
Will you be able to send the message over to Velda Mutalis?
Maybe.
Can you send a message over to Captain Stralda?
Why? What do you
To
want me to
tell
tell
him
her?
that we met her uncle, Lieutenant Stralda, and he's proud on her, and he's very proud of her.
Sure.
Thank you.
I feel like we talked about this, and I guess I didn't do it before.
I'm
All
just
right,
imagining that, like, Tala's saying that, like, halfway leaning down a stairwell.
Yeah, exactly. And Andy's like eating a muffin or something. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Very sibling energy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I guess I could do that and not be doing what I was doing. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, open up sending to a different plane of existence. Do I need to roll? Do you make that roll?
I'll
Faye?
make the roll.
Okay. Um Friesta says hi. Hope the world hasn't ended yet. Uh we met your is it nephew or uncle?
Uncle.
Uncle? He's proud of you. Wanted to let you know. Uh have a great. All I got.
As you cast the spell, the connection you feel finds Storalda, but it is weak. And as you send the message, typically you're able to get a response from your target, but because of the weak connection here, it snaps just after yours. You do feel that she received your full message, however.
Yeah, I'll just kind of yell back. I'm hoping Percival's around. Uh, I couldn't get a response, but I told her.
Oh, that's too bad. What if she had a message for her uncle?
We'll talk to her later. She'll be fine.
Yeah, but we can't give it to her uncle then. Fine, all right. Gina, have you seen Matilda?
Have I?
Yeah, Matilda is in the kitchens preparing dinner.
Yeah, but she's busy and a very important task. What do you need?
I need some meat.
Yeah, we got some. I think. Maybe.
Matilda will nod. They've got some.
Yes, if
Yeah,
I
we
can
got
just
some.
get small bits of different kinds if you have it, because I don't know what it likes.
Have you named it yet?
I need Shay to come up with a name.
You can name it Booker.
Oh my
Booker
lord.
it is. And then I try to feed Booker some different meat at the dinner table to see what it likes.
Oh my lord. I'm watching with avid interest.
I want you to make me a sleight of hand check here.
Oh yes. Get bit by your book.
I rolled an 18.
Alright. So you are not bit, but it does come very close, but each time you're able to pull your fingers back. Hard to tell what the book likes. This is only your first day of owning it, so it's still just growling, but it does chew on each meat of that you're able to feed it. And just continues to growl.
Hey, Tala, do you want me to try and find out anything about the book?
Yes, please.
I will pull out the mirror and think very hard about Booker.
Oh man, giving you guys that mirror was definitely a choice.
We love it so much. And by we, I don't mean Faye. I mean the player.
So as you think about Booker, you can see hazy images of some spellcrafter, this mage, creating the book, binding it, imbuing it with these magics, and every so often the book is closed in these visions. Other times it's open, flipping through the pages. You can see where there are instances of other hands trying to feed it and getting the same sort of snapping of teeth. Um, it seems that this book has always been quite feisty and alive.
Maybe he doesn't like meat. Actually, go ahead and feed it some vegetables.
He's mad because he has a one type of diet. Oh my lord.
Give me another sleight of hand check.
Ooh, 19.
19. Again, you avoid getting bit. Much the same as consuming the meat. This time, though, there are audible crunches as it digests whatever this is. You don't know where it goes, but apparently this book is eating it.
That's
It's
good.
still biting and growling, but hey, it's eating meat, or it's eating vegetables as long as it's meat. It seems that
That's
it's
good.
omnivorous.
All
Can I
right.
give it a stick? Does it eat a stick?
As you try and give the stick, first I'm going to ask for a sleight of hand check.
Oh man. I've been rolling so bad today. This is not gonna go well. Yeah, this is a 9.
You will take,
Ego damage.
yeah, right? 2 points of piercing damage as your finger does get, bit.
Ow!
And then I also want you to make me a strength roll.
Are you playing tug of war with my book?
I got a -1. This is gonna be so bad. That's an 8.
Cool. So the stick is ripped out of your hand. It rolls an 11. And then spat, and no, the book. And then it spits it out onto the ground. And it's growling. A little bit more than where it was before. It seems that it
Okay.
does not appreciate that.
It doesn't like sticks. Noted. Alright.
Yeah, I will continue to croon to it and feed it daily as we go, just making it like a little pet.
Yeah. Good luck.
And then only other thing is after dinner, I would like to go ahead and ritually cast ceremony to make holy water, please.
Yeah. You can, now, are you, like, getting, like, a tub ready for, like, and then,
Yes.
like, okay.
I partner with Matilda to get a tub, and then I ask Freesta to use prestidigitation to clean it up extra, because I'm sure Matilda keeps it, nice and clean, but, just extra.
Would
And
it
then-
be insulting if I were to clean it with prestidigitation in front of Matilda?
You can wait until she leaves.
Yeah. Or
So-
I just like cough and cast it.
Okay. It's still very much,
Noticeable, I know. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Alright, cool.
She knows she's not hiding it. I just kind of want to make it a whole thing.
So, yeah, you're able to do that. Clean that up. Spend the time filling it water, either through the jug or create water or getting it from the well. They've got like a water pump system here. So you're able to fill the tub, spend the time to create it. Holy water. It does mean that you will be bathing in cold water unless you prestidigitation it warm in the morning. But you can put a nice little cover atop of it so that way nothing gets into it in the middle of the night.
I will put
Andy!
a alarm around it.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you to do that.
I'll protect our bathwater.
Harp and alarm. This bathwater is the most
Not
protected.
going anywhere. Yeah.
But as you guys set up for your morning of bathing and then ritual meeting with your Exodus, we do have to end our session here. So, thank you all for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching, to our viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I will see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com, check us out there. You can join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself, or just keep up to date with all of our announcements. Follow us here on Twitch for all of our live streams, or head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. But as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.